the hamstrings will elongate and lengthen out, and the insertion will be moving away from the origin site. And minimum strength and range of motion. So since this machine places the individual in a against gravity position, you are lifting the weight as gravity is pulling the weight back down. And you're gonna need some minimum strength to do this. We thought it would be a fair rating of 3+. 3+ states that you need full range of motion and you can work against minimum resistance. With this machine, it's adjustable, so you can do the whole rack of weight, or you can do 10, 25 pounds, or just remove the pin and do the pad itself. So I consider that to be minimum resistance. And range of motion, you're gonna need full extension of the knee just to get into the machine itself and just to lie prone. And you're gonna need at least 20 degrees flexion in the hips, because not all machines, but majority of machines that I've seen nowadays have like a little incline in your hip, and that's gonna be at least 20 degrees, and that's just to further isolate your hamstrings to get more of a leverage pull out of your hamstrings. All right, now I'm gonna turn it over to Ed, and he's gonna discuss alternative exercises.
So first thing we're going to look at is what we might be able to do if the machine isn't available. So Chris is going to demonstrate for us. So Chris, can you come over here? And simplest substitution would be to stand with an ankle weight, and you can
Can
hold
everybody see?
and stabilize against a table or other sturdy surface, and then just begin the knee flexion exercises, lifting the heel up behind your head.
You got a heavy one.
Well, you know, Chris, I didn't want to insult you. So you can see how this pretty well mimics the motion of the machine.
I'm doing on this side.
And then let's make sure everybody see. But you can see that using the weight, Chris would still need 3+ strength to go against the resistance. But if he could not lift the weight, an alternative would be, Chris, you want to pop up here? Gravity minimized.
It's running out of space.
Chris could keep his heel on a towel to reduce friction and simply bend the knee to bring the heel
Just a
closer to
minute.
the butt. Go ahead. And back out, just keep doing it. And this, you can see, is gravity minimized. In addition, this could also be progressed. So, over time, as Chris gets stronger, we could add a resistance band to this, or something, to make it a little. I mean, stop.
Oh.
Meant to be a resistance band. A little resistance to increase the strength, and then he can progress to the gravity against gravity position like that. So here, so this is the first one we showed, where Chris had the ankle weight. The next two are also very similar to the machine, except they have their own disadvantages. For example, the resistance band one, the resistance is going to increase as the knee goes into flexion, so there's not a uniform resistance. And then this guy here with the dumbbell between his feet, it may, it seems great because you could probably get a heavy dumbbell, heavier than any resistance band. The problem is, the closer you get to 90 degrees of flexion, the less the resistance is. In fact, it virtually disappears. And you could probably guess that if you went past 90, it would